Good afternoon and welcome to what's going to be a magnificent game here at Colbinabbin. It's cold, but that doesn't matter. Daniel's here. G'day, Dan.
Yeah, g'day, Cogs. G'day, viewers.
We can tell you now, mate, I shouldn't Here's our good numbers. We're set to start. Don't you worry about that here at Colbinabbin. So about ready for start. You can hear the siren go there behind you. And it is extremely wet. And not just here, I can imagine it'll be extremely wet right around the place. Colbo's got a big crowd here today. It's a ladies' day, so you're going to be seeing a lot of that stuff happening. So kick comes back anyway. It's a Mount Pleasant kick. And Adam Triplett will take the free kick. So the side's playing, goes short, kick is good, no off hands again, coming through, here they come. Colbo, calm, just bangs it on his boot. Going to make them run back there. Whiting's having a fight with Grenfell, doesn't chase it, now he goes enough and get it, Whiting. Can't pick it up there, it's going to be a tough one, rolls out the back, might get out of jail. Little kick going forward. Tried to stop it, was Khan off the ground again, it's going to be slippery, don't you worry about that. And it'll be a free kick going back to Karacho. So, Karacho's kick, off hands again, and that'll be a free kick to Colbinabbin as well. So, free kick to Colbo. Goes short, into the pocket, looking for a big fella, can't take the mark there. Bounces at ground level, comes around the corner, little kick comes out wide, might work out to be alright, it does, on a good mark. And off they go. So Joel Walker, good experience, trying to get it over to Nathan Kay, and now goes back in after him again, little ball out. It's good. Now comes back to the on his left, banks it forward for Mount Pleasant. Big chases on, can't quite get there. Run with now is Lennon Shannon. Still going hard. Goes to ground, Ellis for Colbo. So the first shot on goal for Mount Pleasant, and it was a good chase in the forward line. So, shot on goal, and you would expect, I would think, it'll be a score anyway, whatever it is. Kicks on its way. So that one's missed, so first score. So, apologies for that. You can always have too many microphones on, and I had too many on. Now we'll be right. The ball comes out wide. Bennett can't take the mark for Mounts. Ground level, picked up, little kick away. Got away all right was Carter, Xavier Carter, that is, coming back. All Whiting back here for Mounts. So, Whiting just gets it on his right, swings it nice and wide. The kick's good. So, mark taken there right in front of us. Nathan Kay, boy played for Elmore, went to South Bendigo, and he's now in the Mounts jumper. Swings it nice and wide towards the forward line. Big mark, but it wasn't the man I thought it was going to take the mark, which was Jackson Nile. He was the man that stood his ground, and he'll have a shot from goal on the angle that these days doesn't seem to worry too many people at all. So Leonard Shannon, he'll have a shot. And as you can see on the screen, he's not that far out. So lines up, he's about 20 out. What's he do with it? Swings it round, looks pretty good, he likes it. And the away side adjusts that away. So 1-1-7 when I put it on the right score here. 1-1-7. Plays yet to score. And we've done 3 minutes into this term. So back towards the middle. Sun's come out now, which is good. Big match here at Colbinabbin. Big slap Now a little run on, no one can get a possession. Trying hard in there, she's muddy in that spot. Little push and shove here. Jack Hickman got the taste of grass here, I think, for Colbo. Bennett gets his way. Kick goes forward, back there by himself. Takes the mark, so Barton plays it on, kicks it wide to Alex Van Roosken, or VR as he told me to call him, so I will. Comes out towards the forward line. Now they're off here, if they can get it going, they do. Little kick going forward was good by Willie. A game possession through here. This is Waitman, little kick short is good. Thought about playing on, had to there anyway. So Wharton's kick, Alex that is, into the forward line. And that man who kicked the last goal gets it again, Leonard Shannon, thanks to Amico Eagle. So, shot on goal. And you'd think he'd make it 2 for Mounts. Kicks on its way. Looks pretty good, is pretty good. They all like it. So 2-1-13. Flying start is Mount Pleasant. Colbo yet to score.
So yeah,
A little bit choppy for some reason.
it's the best I can do.
So back to the middle. The away side's got their kicking boots on, mate. Mount Pleasant look good, Daniel.
They certainly do. It's looking all too easy at the moment.
Indeed. Back to the middle. Rucks will go at it again. It's Grenfell in there. Got a hand down. Went to no one in particular. Tried to kick it out of there was Jack Hickman. He helps himself up with the help of Sammy Coughlin. So again, just took it out of there was Bennett. Kicked it forward for Mounts. Ball bounces a bit funny because it's a footy. Little push off there was Karachi. Kick goes forward. Leonard Shannon again in front. Can't take the mark. Coming in to meet it is Martin. Handball comes out. Here's another opportunity for Mounts going forward. Oh, the pressure's on here. Oh, how'd he get rid of it, or did he? Umpire says, give it to me. So, Rucks go at it. Big slap there. Going forward. Bottom of the pack, just a little kick around the corner in hope more than anything. Rolls towards the boundary line, pick up, kick away. Here we come back from Wharton. Centres it. Still no one can get a touch on it. Was he hanging on there? Umpire said no. Now it comes out. Good tackle. And a kick will come out wide from Van Rooswick. So they've made a bit of an effort, but I tell you what, it's all Mounts at the moment. They just know where to go and what to do. Green gives it away. Little kick from Nicholas. His kick's a ripper. They just seem to have position everywhere on the ground at the moment. Do Mount Pleasant. This is Bowles. His kick goes wide. Mark taken by Bish. So Bish. Kick wasn't the greatest in the world, so it'll be a throw in. Right in front of the Morgan sign out there. Thanks to Agnico Eagle here on a Saturday afternoon, Colbinabbin. So Rucks go at it again. Nicholas gave with the tap. It goes toward the back. Howlett should get it. Decides not to go in now. Goes in. There's a few on the ball at the moment. A bit like a junior footy match at the minute. The ball comes out somehow. But it's going to come back the other way. So Mark taken Mount Pleasant, solo side of the Colbo ground. Kick comes into the pocket. They all leapt. No one can get a mark, but I reckon it's a free kick here anyway. What's the umpire doing here? It will be a free kick to Colbo. It will be. It'll be Connor Aldis that takes the free kick. So he brings it across to Barton. His kick is good. Haven't got it past his centre line as yet. That little kick has to be good, and does to Martin. It is good, I should say. So Angus Martin comes back towards the middle. This is good. Grenfell should get it back. Martin, and does. Now here comes Angus Martin through the middle of Colbinabbin Recreation Reserve. The kick needed a bit more on it. Green was in front. Good tackle. Had to get rid of it, and they did. Karachi comes through. Should just slap it forward. Just at the last minute, little handle on it. Little handball over the top is good, but it's coming back where it came from. So kicked it forward was Reardon Matthew, but that one has ended up in the Bowls Club, and they will get a free kick. Mount Pleasant. first term. Mount Pleasant has the ascendancy 2-1-13. Kicks comes out towards our commentary side, and that will be, I don't know if it's out of bounds, is it? It is. So Granville right in front of us will take a free kick. He's going to kick it nice and long, and that kick is just as bad as the kick before, because that'll be out of bounds. It's one of those days, I think. Just one of those days, Daniel, where it's wet.
It's wet and it's windy.
Yep, and the footy's not going to get any drier. So kick comes back, big tackle form here. They're coming forward weird and got a hand on it. Grenfell back the other way. Made it a little bit hard for Barton. He's now got to get better to Grenfell. He loses it, trying to get through his Hickman. Good handball now, comes across to Wharton. He kicks horrible. And that will be a free kick to Colbinabbin. So free kick, not far away from our commentary when they get the footy back. Good crowd here at Colbo too. When we get down the goals, we'll be able to see the big crowd which has made their way in. Morgan Oval. So they go across the ground. Van Rooswick's under pressure. He gets around his opponent, does nicely, bangs it in towards the middle over the top of everyone, comes back the other way. Got to pick up a little handball, had to be good. It's going to come back. Righto, got to get rid of it. Handball's good. Comes across to Bennett. Round the corner this time. Kick goes forward from Willie. Mark taken back there. It is a mark. No, it's not. Play on was the call. Niall couldn't try to mark it, couldn't get it in the second grab. Handball in Hope, and that'll go across the line. And they'll throw it back up. So a bit of action here, mate. We've got the netball behind us.
Yeah, it's all happening either way.
Yeah, 1 versus 2 in the netty and 1 versus 2 in the footy. So ball about to be thrown back in. Rucks go at it. Good slap in the back there with Nicholas. Karacha's in there. Bends over, tries to get it, can't get it. Now he goes in after it again. Working hard in there with him was Bowles from Mount Pleasant, and they'll, with the help of Hindenburg, they'll come back in and do their best work. About 40 out from Mount Pleasant's goal. There is a little bit of a win today, mate. It's probably a 2-goal win towards Mount's end.
Yeah, 2 or 3, I'd say.
2 or 3, yeah. Thanks for your company this afternoon, Super TV. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, chuck it on YouTube. You'll see it there as well. And you'll be able to flick it on your TV, which is even better. So, ball up. A little slap from Grenfell. Came back the other way. Nice work in the end. No one could take a mark there. Bowles was the kicker. And they all sit on top. Like we used to do in the schoolyard, Daniel, just everyone piles on top. You just don't want to be the one on the bottom.
No, never.
So he slapped towards the back, foot races on. Might try and get there, Butler. And does it stay in? It does. Oh, a bit of pressure on, got to get rid of it. Little kick was smothered. Oh, it comes back to Wallace and he misses. Or did he?
No,
Jeez,
just bent it around.
Must have, I don't know how your vision's going, mate. I thought that was point. So I even nearly went to put it down as a point.
I think the celebration was quite convincing.
3-1-19, Mount Pleasant got the jump on Colbo. They're yet to score. And as you can see, this game's gone 12 minutes 40 thanks to Agnico Eagle, the White Hills Fish Shop, the Colbo Pub to get to the Colbo Pub after the game and celebrate. Love little towns, and they do a lot of hard work like everyone does in small business, so make sure you support them. So umpire back in the middle, Big Jace throws it up. Grenfell got the tap, slap goes forward, no one can get a possession. Here it comes this time through Grenfell, just sinks the slipper, kicks it forward. This is the first time in a while. Off hands again towards the back. Little kick off the ground from Nicholas is good. Got to go back in after it again as Khan, handball over the top. Still it comes forward, Mounts with the numbers, gets past. How about this from Nicholas? Looks good. Little short kick was just that short. Comes across the other side, Nathan Kay's there. Along the ground, sit, wait, see what they can do through Hindenburg. Handball over the top, Mounts will get out of it. It kicks in Hope. Comes back, bounce will be interesting at the back there. Now the chase is on, Hindenburg's got back there in time. He does, Bryce. Gets on his left, swings it wide. Kick had to be good, wasn't great. Was it a mark? No, play on towards the boundary line. Still, Karacha with a handball over the top. Nice slap there as well. Still no possession. Got to try and get rid of it. Mounts are under pressure here, which they should be. Handball comes out the side. Good tackle. Umpire will say play on. And now he might come in and adjudicate. Well, not much really happened there, mate.
No, a whole lot of not much.
So slap, mounts with numbers. Ball swings back, got to get rid of it. Handball comes over the top. Van Rooswick, oh, he got tackled. He got one high, I reckon. He didn't like it either. Might be Khan, actually. Sorry, not Van Rooswick.
I would have thought he ducked into that.
Yeah, oh, it's hard to say. No, it is Van Rooswick, by the way. So the shot's going to be from about 55, and with a wet ball, make it 70. And I'll tell you what, if she goes through, Daniel, I know you've got your eye on that scaffolding down the back.
Always. A bit disappointed it's not here where we are.
I knew you'd say that. That's why I'm just stirring you up, mate. So here it comes. First score for Colbinabbin, do you believe it, in this game? Kick goes forward. I reckon the distance is all right. Off hands, it'll sneak its way through. So it will be the first score for the home side. 1 point. Plays 19. This quarter's 15 gone.
The water boy's turned into the ball boy.
Just about, yeah. Up the commentary side, the short kick had to be good and wise. So, that kick's not great. Here's a chance for Colbo to go forward. So what the military do, sits and waits. He's got the big fellas down there. It's not a big fella's day at the moment, so he swings it wide, looking for Grenfell out here. He puts the hand up, can't make it. Through a bit as well. Pressure down there. Goes to the ground. Traces it down. He's all Colbinabbin. A couple of minutes, Colbo. Cards keep it to the forward line. Anyone take a mark, keep punching back there for Nicholas. Around there, they'll get through this time now. Because around his distance wise, kicks it towards the centre of the offense. Swings it over towards the side. Oh, yeah, look at it does. Little kick going forward by the military. Had to be good to ball. So it's Karata for Colbo. Can you take a mark there, Grenfell? Yes, he can. So to get the first serious shot on goal, I think, Daniel.
Yeah, I think pretty safe here. I don't want to jinx him, but he's got a pretty good boot.
So Grenfell. It's only not far out at it. Kicks on its way. Looks pretty good. He doesn't waste any time. And they finally get a goal on the board. Colbinabbin after 17 minutes. That could start them off. 1-1-7. Plays 3-1-19. This quarter thanks to Nico Colbo. I think I need a seat too, mate.
You need a seat?
Yeah, I got a seat.
If only there was a van with two of them in the front.
This is true, I never thought of that. So umpire back in the middle. Yeah, to do his best work. Rucks go at it, no one can get a handle on it. Comes from as a throw. I reckon paid a free kick, it'll go back to It goes out wide, good stuff. Van Rooswick's been terrific first turn for Colbo. Kicks it nice and long. Is there anyone out there? It's Grenfell can't take the mark. Good defence. Colbo towards the boundary line. Gets very close. They're still in there. Was there a trip there? I reckon they made that. Play on, is it? It's a free kick to Mount Pleasant with the sun right in our eyes here, mate. It's no fun. Good to have the sun on. So short kick's good. Next step. Had to be good, got Green out wide, that's going to go to his head. It's not going to be a free kick, but it's up the right end for Colbo. So runs at it. It's going to fall a little bit short. Hand on it. Still. JC umpire says, get out of the way, boys. Only a little fella. Throws it up. Tried to get a slap of the way there was Carr, didn't work, comes out the top, no one can get a handle on it, including Howlett. He's had a throw and out. Here comes Van Rooswick, he's had quite a few kicks. His kick had to be good punch away. There's an opportunity. Oh, got around, or did he can't? Now he's got to get rid of it, kick smothered. Brilliant work by Mount Pleasant. Kick going forward, how's it bounce? Doesn't sit right, now got to go after it again. To all us. Oh, that's a horrible kick from Barton. Stalemate. Far from the middle of Colbinabbin Recreation Reserve. So Lux again go at it. Slap from Barton. Trying to make his way through there. They trap it. Comes back the other way. Water gets taken another one high. So the kick comes out nice and wide. A little push there as well. So that'll be a free kick. Really Wallace will take that free kick. Plays on, gets around his opponent, now kicks it nice and forward, the water forward line, let it shut it back there, he can take a mark, no, little handle over the top, to no one in particular, still going to work hard, pressure's on, little handle, big crowd out there too, takes it across the line, so right in front of the big crowd here at Colbinabbin.
Yeah, all pack can understand.
So ball thrown back in. Slap from Bennett. Round level. No one can really do much with it. The umpire, I think it's going hard against the umpire there. He's not long here, so it's not a Karachi comes through. Karachi gets tackled he didn't know he had a free kick there, but he so Karachi just goes short. Just goes short again. You had to be good. Just fell at the bottom of the back there low. Now they'll chase again. Come back to get it. It's going to be right. This is towards the pocket. Oh, good defence play. Off hands again, little handball over the top. Oh, might have got him high and did. Just going to be one of those days. Little players are going to go well today with the fact that it is a little wet. And we're going to be right behind this. And it'll be Jack Hickman to have a shot from about 30 out. So Hickman, 30 out, not much of an angle as you can see on the camera. Super TV on a Saturday afternoon, big crowd here at Colbo. Kicks on its way, looks pretty good off the boot, they like it. So they get another one, Mounts. Whilst there is a bit of wind up that end, they've certainly made the best of it. 4-1-25, 1-1-7. It's a pretty strong wind now, isn't it?
It is quite strong, yeah. Apologies if you can see it blowing the camera around.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got a pretty strong wind out here at Colbo. I'm shielded by the door, and we'll be shielded by the window soon. Rucks go at it. Grenfell just gave it back to Bennett. His kick was smothered, comes out the back. Nice kick going forward, off hands again. It was Wharton's kick. Now sits at the bottom, they'll chase onto it. Aldous picks it up, tried to balk some that wasn't there. In the end, had to give it up, and he did to the opposition. Now comes back the other way to Wharton, kicks on. It's a floaty old horrible thing that's going to sneak through for a point. So another point to the score for Mounts. So 26. Play 7. Wharton again, just coming through. There's Carter 2. In the end, Leonard Shannon picks up, just kicks it nice and long. Floaty old thing's going to end up in the crowd. It'll be a free kick. So here it comes back. Kick had to be good, wasn't great. Not sure who was kicking that to. Bottom of the pack. Green got rid of it. They chase hard in there. Umpire says, give it to me. So 24 gone this term. Ropes again. Grenfell got the tap there. Now going forward, kick goes wide. Hindenburg fell on his own feet. Was able to get up in time. Decided not to give it to Sebi Green. He might have to do it this time because he's got, in fact, he just sits it up. Not a good kick. Howlett's in there, slaps it back the other way. Now a little chase from young fella. Trying to sneak out of there. They're all going in hard for the nuts. And that's going to go nowhere. And Sammy Ryan gives it back to the umpire. So rucks again, slap from Grenfell, comes out the back. Young bloke's tackle, didn't have an opportunity to get rid of that. Only Reardon's at 43. Here we go. Oh, just got one in the chops here was Grenfell. Asked the umpire, I don't think it was, I think it was accidental. So Bennett, Grenfell again. They go hard at it. Got the tap there, Grenfell. In fact, got the kick away. Nice job from him. Going forward, Leonard Shannon out in front. Come off the scone of Barton. Now sits at ground level. They all go in hard. Geez, they're going in hard. Still at the bottom. Round the corner from Wallace. Doesn't often kick a lot of goals at the moment. He's got one. He may have had the opportunity for two, but punts through for a point. So score-wise, thanks to Ag Nico Eagle. Another score for Colbo. 4-3 now. So the ball again is going to come back from where it was. Forward, that's got to be hanging on, you would think. Umpire, not sure. Yes, he did. Howlett says, give it back to me. It's not his. It'll be Dan Hill. Last line of defence. Now, doesn't look like he wants to change direction. He's got some loose players this side. One of them's Howlett. Decides not to bother with him. And kicks it to the pack back there. No one can take a mark. Hits ground level. And they all jump on top. So, going to be another throw up. As the term slowly winds down. 26 gone this term. And the umpire's picked out a free kick here. Not sure what for, but it's a free kick. So Mount Pleasant with the kick. And that is quarter time, is it? It must be. Out of that, though. I think they were blowing the siren twice just to get the cobwebs out of it, mate. I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's quarter time here at Colbinabbin. We'll go around the ground soon and take a break, but it is Mount Pleasant, 4-3-27, 117. Colbinabbin back in just a moment. But he needs more than that to catch up with Zach Finlay, who's doing it on a bit at the minute. Makes his way around that bend. It looks like we're going to have a winner for the tag 125 light from start to finish. Last bend. Done deal. Comes down the straight. Gets sideways a bit, but he's picked up a win. He's just about there too, Mercury. Look out, Phil. You've had the race on your own, mate. Oh, he just went a little bit sideways too. He'll come around and he'll get a lap after this to finish. What a great race here at Bendigo, the Victorian Combined Masters Final. Last lap, what a great race this is. Radford out in front, Mercury pushing him, tries to get through, can't do it. Still out in front, let's see if he can do it. He's out in front, I reckon he might have got there, Phil Radford. Good racing, Mercury's going to have one little last go, gives him a little shove down to the checkered flag, and it is Phil Radford. As you can see, there's a slower racer in there too, by the way. So Sasso and Zach Thompson got nothing. He got eyes off the track. Oh no, Finlay, he's crashed. He will be ropeable.
lovely thing about together. It goes a long way.
High contact, number 22, your free kick right there.
Ladies and gents, everyone's in, everyone's here. Fantastic. What a great turn up. What a great idea. All ideas are great ideas, but it takes people to actually put it together and do all the prep behind it. And I'm sure we've all been culprits in the past of having great ideas, but letting it go after a few weeks and going, nah, too hard. This guy here beside me and his friends, nothing's too hard for them. To Melbourne, from Bendigo to Melbourne, to Canberra to Bendigo. So let's hear from the Mayor of the City of Greater Bendigo, Thomas Prince, everyone.
Thanks, mate. Hey, first of all, it's really lovely to see so many people here today. So as you start the walk, I just hope that you remember something a little different and start doing things a little different. I hope that when you really hear someone ask, how are you? I hope you really answer it. Don't give them the, I'm good. Tell them how you are really feeling. And I hope when you ask it, to really mean it. Don't let it just be a throwaway question. Commit to it. Prepare yourself for the answer that you might get. Be willing to walk with someone through whatever might come next. Because a person's how is not an individual responsibility, even though it can feel it. It's something we share as a part of being human. You know, we're not designed to be on this world alone. We do it together. So I hope you remember today, during this walk, long after it ends, the how really matters. Thanks for being here. Thanks for caring enough to showing up. And thank you for taking these steps for awareness, for compassion, and for every person who needs to know that they're not alone. So thank you all for coming.
Thanks, Thomas. City of Greater Bendigo.
And that's exactly why today matters, because no one should have to carry that alone. So today, lean into it, walk with people, talk to people, check in on people, and if you want to support further, there'll be QR codes and donation points around all day. But more than anything, just be here, be part of it. I'm proud of this community and I'm excited to see what the next 24 hours brings. And let's get around each other, let's make Bendigo proud, and let's make sure no one walks alone today. Thank you.
You good? Bit of fuel for the way? Yeah, bit of fuel.
Welcome back to Colbinabbin, and it is the second term about to get underway, and you'll see the leader on the board there. So Colbo, home side, just trailing. We'll go around the grounds in a sec and get some scores once we get the play underway here. The second term, which is about to happen right now. So do that and away we go. So keep going forward. Here's the opportunity straight away. Hickman receives. Coming through from Bennett, we receive. That's a good clear ball. Dangerous straight away in the first 30 seconds. And then Pleasant shot on goal. So we've had a bit of rain. We've had a bit of wind now and a bit of sun.
I didn't know we were in Melbourne.
Yeah, might as well be.
4 seasons in one day.
Just about.
Be a good song, that.
So Leonard Shannon will have a shot on goal. He's already kicked one. kick is on its way. Looks pretty good. And I would suggest that we have one for Colbo straight away, for Mount Pleasant I should say, which is not a good start for Colbo in the first minute. So 5-3, 33. And Colbinabbin 1-1-7. Quarter time at Elmore. It's Elmore 5 goals straight, 30. Whitehill's a 2-1-13. The other game which is on at Lockington today, it is Lockie and Heathcote. Heathcote 2-3-15, Lockie and Bourne United 2-1-13, and we'll get back to you on the Huntley match, which is being played. In fact, yes, we'll do that soon when Jude lets me know. So back in the middle. Again, Bennett got the slap for Mounts, rolls to the side. Now it's a foot race on. Van Riss tries to pick it up. He's got Hindenburg on his hammer. A little soccer being played here. Might have been needed earlier this morning for the soccer, mate. I'd like to say I was up at 4 a.m. watching it. You know what? I was. So Bennett just takes it out of the ruck. He gets collared. Jace, the umpire, says, mate, you had a chance. So, off hands again. Slap his way through his shields for Colbo. Swings it around. Back there, Grenfell should take the mark. It does. Good pressure in the end, but just not enough from Whiting. And Grenfell will waste no time because he never does. Watch this, round the corner, done it a few times. Might have got it this time. In fact, he has. Well, they needed it, and that is Colbo's second goal. So 2-1-13, there is quite a win going towards Colbo's end, which is the club room end. So 2-1-13, 5-3-33, only 3 minutes gone this term. So at quarter time at Huntley, it's Huntley 31, Gunbow, Lichfield Gunbow 8. Thanks to Jude down there with the camera. You can watch that game in full replay in the next 24 hours. Rucks go at it again. Bennett got the tap. He's done well. Trying to get through there with Smith. Comes around. Oh, how high was it? Wasn't high, in fact, on Bell. And the umpire said no good. So Carr wastes no time. Gets on his way. Kick going forward. Grenfell again. Couldn't take the mark. Little kick off the ground. We tried anyway. Tosses it up like a throw in there. Here's Grenfell. Round the corner, his kick was smothered, so it won't be a mark, you wouldn't have thought. Umpire says, no, you're right, play on. And it'll be a free kick in the end. So coming out, off hands again, that's a good mark. Shields out there. So, can they get another quickie? Thinks he can kick it from there, lining up to kick one anyway. Well, look at it. Kicks on its way. Won't quite make the distance. Bit of hanging on going back there. Umpire said nothing. Swings towards the back. Opportunity to get out of trouble here through Kay. Comes across to Hindenburg. His kick had to be good. Mark taken by Wharton of the Jolt variety. Thinks through his next step. Now decides to whack it on the boot. Sits it up. Coming back. No mark. Rolls towards the back. Plenty of numbers. McMurtry just gives it away to a teammate, that is, which is good. Coming out to mean it. Off hands again. Howlett. Now chased towards the boundary line and see it over. And they will throw it in right in front of our commentary. Where we want it, Daniel. It's where we want it, don't we?
Yeah.
So, boundary umpire. Ball looks nice and shiny. It's just wet. Bennett sat there. Carr gives it back round the corner. Kick going forward from Jude Ryan. They all sit on top of it. Now it comes back the other way. Little kick was good towards the boundary line. Probably a good result for Colbo if it goes out, but I reckon it's just going to sit in, and it does. They go towards picking it up. In fact, the umpire gets there and says, give it to me. So ball about to be thrown back in. Colbo's end. She's about a 2-3 goal win, by the way. But it is pretty strong. So ball now thrown in. Bennett's hand got a hand to it, that is. Comes across the face of goal. Now got to be picked up. Oh, handball in Hope Warden. Sorry, Carter was the one that got the handball across. And they might be right here. Mount Pleasant kicks it out nice and wide. Coming in to meet it was Eldest. Couldn't get there. Goes over the top. Plenty of numbers for Colbo there. Round the corner. Not good. So Edwards. Short kick is good. Nathan Kay had a little bit to do this game. Boy from Elmore slash. His kick wasn't great though, so it's smothered in the end. Little handball comes back. Van Roosen gives it off. Got to get around the corner. He'll go again. Van Roosen picks it up. Now he's stuck with a ball in his hands. It might be just a good result to throw this up. The umpire says no, don't worry about that. I picked out a free kick, and he has. So Colbo kick. So it'll be, I think it's like Khan out there. I need the binoculars, I forgot them. So goes short, kick had to be good, and is. Van Ryswick has had a great game so far. Now decides to play on, kicks it into the forward line, coming out to meet it. That's a good kick. And I reckon Shields it is from about 40 will line up. And I reckon he's got the distance. He didn't miss by much before, so we'll see how this one goes. So Shields, for goal number 3 for his club, that is. Kicks nice and high. He's going to sit on the line. Oh, good mark. Should have been able to defend that. They'll be upset. Cam Carter and the coaching team will not be happy with that. Mind you, he's a big fella and he's hard to get around. Brandon Grenfell, but that was an easy one for him. And it's a bit of a push and shove. He's kicked the goal. And he's the man that said to his teammates, righto, let's get back into this game. So another goal to Colbo. 3-1-19. This term, done 8 minutes, thanks to Agnico Eagle. So a lot of the games, and they've had a lot of rain out here, Daniel, out at Colbo, you can tell.
Yeah, it's a bit wet out there, a lot of mud.
So Rucks again will go out, it'll be Bennett. Trying to get in there and push it a little further was Bennett, it didn't work. So Rucks again, umpire throws it up. Bennett tried hard, bottom of that pack. It's not going to come out in a hurry, in fact it does now, a little kick off the ground. Should get their first water, in fact run straight past it. The umpire has let it go, which is not a bad idea. The Rucks will go at it. Ground level, little kick out of there was good. Off hands again. Coming in to meet it and pick it up. Has to get rid of it now. There's Carter. Over the top, Eldest will get there first. Gets his, in fact, he gave it a good slap towards the boundary line. They're saying deliberate. Umpire really pays those ones. So he did pay that one, kicks on its way. It's probably going to just make the distance. In fact, as he paid a mark, the umpire says it's a point. So another point to the score. And Mount Pleasant kicked a goal straight away. First minute, haven't done much since. Ball's coming back anyway their way. Comes off hand through Carr. They go back in to meet it. Eldest gets a little boot on it. Probably wouldn't have went 15. Play on's a call for the umpire. They work hard at ground level. Umpire's either picked a free kick here out or it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. Centre wing, close to anyway, here at Colbo. RJ Morgan Oval. So, thrown to off hands again. Still no one can get a handle on it. Kick goes forward in hope, coming out as Ellis again to meet it. Should be able to get out of it, Colbo, and they do. They swing it nice and wide. Numbers out there with Mount Pleasant. And does not waste any time. Kick comes back from where it was over the top. This is a good mark at the end. And line up from about, I reckon, probably 40 when he kicks it. So, pretty sure it's Jack Hickman out there. Just having trouble with the sun at the minute. Not that anyone cares, but I'm telling you anyway. So, Hickman. Comes in 40 out. Kick's good, on its way. Looks pretty good, he's got it. So they get one back. When I say one back, they had all the play. Did Colbo. And that's one against the grain. 6-4-40. Plays 3-1-19. The quarter time scores around the grounds. If you missed what I said before, and our boys are out and about doing their best work. So Huntley were 23 points up on Leachy Gunny. Elmore, the kick 5 straight to 2-1-13 White Hills, and 2-point lead for Lockington against Heathcote out at Lockie. So Clyde comes in again and says, "Give it to me, lads." Again, round a corner. Now got to get rid of it. Angus Martin, 6 to slipper, kicks it forward. It's going to bounce up no man's land out there. Big foot races on. Khan came out to meet it, I should say. Someone's hanging on to someone. It might have been Khan's kick, it is. So Jai Khan wastes no time. Kick to the forward line. No one there. Looking off the ground in the end by Nicholas. Swings it wide. Carter's handball was good. Now it comes back from the other way. All Carr should have taken a mark. He didn't. Sits at ground level. Had to chase it up was Daniel Hill. Little handball comes out. Now they say Karachi. You get one high. Umpire said no. Butler's tap was good. Comes out towards Wharton. He just got sat on. So he'll get the free kick. Alex Wharton, that is. Just asking Butler to get out of there. Righto. Or is it a free kick the other way? Oh, right, okay. Not sure about that. What happened there? So it's a free kick. I don't think McMurtry cares. But Karachi has it right in the what is a very muddy Colbinabbin Recreation Reserve. So McMurtry again, his kick had to be good, wasn't it? Gave it up. Not much of a chance for Pearson to do anything with that. It's going to come back the other way. This is Wallace asked to play on. Cross to Wharton. Can he bang it from 40? Decides not to. He didn't need to because this is what he had in front of him. Was the big fella Bennett, and that's another easy goal. Well, a goal, but an easy one for Mount Pleasant. So 7-4, 46. They just have the answers at the moment to Mount Pleasant. Over the back here with 1 versus 2. Colbinabbin have 163 to Mount Pleasant 51. That's in the netty. That game finished early. Tapped at the back there from Grenfell. Now goes in again. Little kick off the ground as Hickman trying to get through. Just let it go in the end. It was August. Little handball over the top. Had to be good. Put pressure on Van Rooswick. He's after it again. Handball swings back the other way from Bell. Got a bit of control here. Now they've got to get rid of it through triplet. If you kick to the boundary line, he is out of bounds on the forward. Don't blame him on a day like this because it's not easy. So, kick it short. Van Rooswick on his left. Just bangs it forward. Coglin's coming out to meet. Umpire's blown his whistle. It's a free kick to Grenfell. He's not going to kick it from there, but he won't waste any time doing it. It might be Coglin's kick, is it? Yeah, it is. So Sammy Coglin now gives it to Grenfell, who'll just sink the slipper and does. Kick kicks over towards the wing, coming out of Shields, can't take the mark, off hands again, bounces towards Hickman, gets around his opponent can quite easily towards the boundary line. Triplet takes the mark. Decided to play on. Was it a good thing? Not sure about the mark, but Carter doesn't care. He's got Triplet again if he wants him. So Carter, play on, kicks it towards the line. Bennett's back there, across the line it goes, and we'll see it in. How you going up there, Daniel? Nice and cold?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a bit cool out here at Colbinabbin today. So Rucks will go at it. Over the back there, Grenfell, like a punter, just kicks it forward. Shields can't take the mark, not through a lack of trying. This is Whiting towards the boundary line. Got a couple of players out there, one of them's Triplet. Gives it back towards Green. He's kicks a beauty. I was going to say it's a good one. Karachi got in the way though. Now goes in after it again. Shields gives it out. Here they come through Grenfell. Sinks the slipper. Now they've got some work to do. Good mark back here by Nicholas for Mounts. So through the other way. So towards the boundary line, I'll just see this one over again. So Whiting right in front of us. Sits up, try to kick around the corner was Butler. Might get away with it here, Colbo. So shot on goal, he's about 60 out though, so comes in, left boot, kicks it forward, not going to make the distance, off hands, sneaks through for a point, so another point to this score. Apologies too if you're trying to get us on YouTube. Seems to be an issue with that. I'll sort that out. Leave that with me. So, all going forward, and there'll be a mark deep in the forward line. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's all right with our YouTube. It should be back there, so apologies for that. We are live though. So this is Shields, right in front of what is a big crowd here today. So they needed to, 7-5 it is. Kicks on its way, he went to drop punt, and I reckon that he's got it, or has he? Yes, he has. So they needed it. Clint Shields comes to the fore. I'll get another one. And considering the conditions, it's been a pretty good game so far. 4-1-25. Mount Pleasant 7-5-47. And this term's done 20 minutes. Bottom of the pack, no one can take anything out of that. In fact, they will now. Had to get rid of it. Handball comes back, kick out of there. Had to be good from Judy Ryan. Ball comes back towards the youngster off the hands there, Wharton I was thinking of, and it was him. Still they can't get a handle on it. Yes, they can now. Look out. Oh, little kick. Is it coming back enough? Oh, he had a golden opportunity. Did Nathan Kane. He's missed everything. In fact, he has missed everything, so not a great kick. Won't get much easier than that. So, last line of defence for Connor Aldis. He decides to bring it out wide. They come back to meet it. Good mark in the end. Solid stuff on a wet day. And play on is the call. So he swings it nice and wide. Did Sammy Ryan off hands again towards the back of the pack. No one can get a handle on it. Pick up. Try to get away. I reckon it's a free kick for over the shoulder. Colbo. Still having a little bit of a wrestle back there. So, where's the big fella they're saying? There he is, he's right back there. It's a good mark by Nicholas to defence. So, Nicholas kicks it back from where it came from. Off hands again, bottom of the pack. Nice pick up, nice work by Sebby Green there. Coming out to meet it. Aldis couldn't get there. They all jump on top. Geez, they're going in hard here. The umpire says give it to, no, in fact he doesn't. Free kick. Bit of waving going on from Wharton. Now decides to kick it nice and long. Back of the pack, off hands again. Comes towards the back. Got to go in hard for it. Swings it out wide. That's a good tackle. The umpire will say, give it to me. So again, bottom of the pack. Umpire says play on, but I don't reckon it's going anywhere, youngster. You might need to throw this one up. So just a tangle of feet out that way. Rucks again, good tap. Comes over the back, swing it round the corner. He's going to pay a mark there. Oh, in fact, that'll be letting the ball go. Actually, that's a mistake. This is nice work in the end by Edwards. Finds a man out nice and wide. Hickman starts to kick it long at the back there. No one can take a mark. It's a free kick to Colbinabbin, I would think. Or is it? No, it's not. It's a kick to Mount Pleasant. So late stages this term, it's not what Colbo required. 7.547 for 125. So kick on goal, he's about 40 out when he comes in. Kicks on its way, he loves it. So it's another goal to Mounts. Not what they required with Colbo, 8-5, 53. It's late stages this term as well. So back to the middle, 25 and a half gone, 8.5.53, plays 4.125. Sit in front of a really big crowd here at Colbinabbin on a Saturday afternoon. Super TV. So it's Bennett versus Carr. Carr got the tap, come across. Ward let something go. Now gets a slap back on it. Trying to pick it up in there. Nice work in the end by Smith. Bottom of that pack will help himself up. It's Joel Ward by his brother. So ball's up in the air. No one can take a mark. Ground level. Wharton's got work to do. That's a good tackle. Ball's coming back the other way. So foot race is on. Got there first was Hindenburg. Gave it up though. Coming out to meet it. No one can get a handle on it there. It sits at ground level. Got to get rid of it. Wallison does. Gives it the opposition. Here's a chance for Ryan. Picks it up beautifully in the wet. Shot on goal. He's going to miss, but he's quite skillful in the end. They get a point off the boot of Sam Ryan. So 4-2. Plays 8-5. Ball comes out. Triplets there. Karacha over his head. They shepherd. Didn't tell each other they were going to do it though, so Barton's going nowhere with that. Right in front of our commentary here. Still they work hard. Karacha just let that go, and the umpire says it's a free kick. So Wharton will take the free kick. So Wharton's kick going forward. Big punch at the back there by McMurtry. Good tackle. This is Carter. Round the corner. Kick wasn't bad to Bennett. He can't take the mark. Gets it ground level for a big fella. In fact, it was Leonard Shannon. This is McMurtry over the top. And they'll just see that one over. Benjamin Barton, that is. So not a lot left in this second term. It's been a pretty close game. Might not look like that on the scoreboard, but offhands, Bennett went for a little kick, couldn't get his foot to it. The umpire says, all mine, thank you. So Rux again, pushes him out of the way. Bennett got a right boot to it, went nowhere. Little kick off the ground by Wharton, gives it to his brother, swings it round the corner off hands again. Just a slap through in the end. It was pretty good. For Colbo, that is, and another point to the score. So 8-6, 54. 4-2-26. 30 points of difference, half time approaching. Just waiting for it to come back. Now it comes back. Big punch from Bennett at the back. Was good. And they'll do it all again. Not far away from our commentary here, Super TV. So Rucks go at it. They've got to come forward for the throw. Just a little pusher there. I reckon that's a free kick. Yes, indeed it is. And that will be half time. So half time approaches. And we'll take that break and we'll keep you with scores around the ground. Just in the netball scores, I know a lot of interest in the 1 versus 2 in the Netty A grade here. It was Colbo 53 to Mount Pleasant. Colbo 63 to Mount Pleasant 51. So any other scores we've got, we'll come back to you soon. It is Super TV on a Saturday afternoon. And all thanks to Agnico Eagle and many other sponsors, which I'm sure we'll get to. But he needs more than that to catch up with Zach Finlay, who's doing it on a bit at the minute. Makes his way around that bend. It looks like we're going to have a winner for the Tag 125 Light from start to finish. Last bend. Done deal. Comes down the straight. Gets sideways a bit, but he's picked up a win. He's just about there too, Mercury. Look out, Phil. You've had the race on your own, mate. Oh, he just went a little bit sideways too. He'll come around and he'll get a lap after this to finish. What a great race here at Bendigo, the Victorian Combined Masters Final. Last lap, what a great race this is. Radford out in front, Mercury pushing him, tries to get through, can't do it. Still out in front, let's see if he can do it. He's out in front, I reckon he might have got there, Phil Radford. Good racing, Mercury's going to have one little last go, gives him a little shove down to the checkered flag, and it is Phil Radford. As you can see, there's a slower racer in there too, by the way. So Sasso and Zach Thompson got nothing. He got eyes off the track. Oh no, Finlay, he's crashed. He will be ropeable.
Lovely thing about together. It goes a long way.
High contact number 22, your free kick right there.
Kidding me? That boy's going for the mark, you idiot! You leave your class at home, you absolute idiot!
Ladies and gents, everyone's in, everyone's here. Fantastic. What a great turn up. What a great idea. All ideas are great ideas, but it takes people to actually put it together and do all the prep behind it. And I'm sure we've all been culprits in the past of having great ideas, but letting it go after a few weeks and going, nah, too hard. This guy here beside me and his friends, nothing's too hard for them. To Melbourne, from Bendigo to Melbourne, to Canberra to Bendigo. So let's hear from the Mayor of the City of Greater Bendigo. Thomas Prince, everyone.
Thanks, mate. Hey, first of all, it's really lovely to see so many people here today. So as you start the walk, I just hope that you remember something a little different and start doing things. And for every person who needs to know that they're not alone. So thank you all for coming.
Thanks, Thomas. City of Greater Bendigo.
And that's exactly why today matters, because no one should have to carry that alone. So today, lean into it, walk with people, talk to people, check in on people, And if you want to support further, there'll be QR codes and donations.
Ladies and gents, everyone's in, everyone's here. Fantastic. What a great turn up. What a great idea. All ideas are great ideas, but it takes people to actually put it together and do all the prep behind it. And I'm sure we've all been culprits in the past of having great ideas, but letting it go after a few weeks and going, too hard. This guy here beside me and his friends, nothing's too hard for them. To Melbourne, from Bendigo to Melbourne, to Canberra to Bendigo. So let's hear from the Mayor of the City of Greater Bendigo, Thomas Prince, everyone.
Thanks, mate. Hey, first of all, it's really lovely to see so many people here today. So as you start the walk, I just hope that you remember something a little different and start doing things a little different. I hope that when you really hear someone ask, "How are you?" I hope you really answer it. Don't give them the "I'm good." Tell them how you are really feeling. And I hope when you ask it to really mean it. Don't let it just be a throwaway question. Commit to it. Prepare yourself for the answer that you might get. Be willing to walk with someone through whatever might come next. Because a person's how is not an individual responsibility, even though it can feel it. It's something we share as a part of being human. You know, we're not designed to be on this world alone. We do it together. So I hope you remember today, during this walk, long after it ends, the how really matters. Thanks for being here. Thanks for caring enough to showing up. And thank you for taking these steps for awareness, for compassion, and for every person who needs to know that they're not alone. So thank you all for coming.
Thanks, Thomas. City of Greater Bendigo.
And that's exactly why today matters, because no one should have to carry that alone. So today, lean into it, walk with people, talk to people, check in with people. And if you want to support further, there'll be QR codes and donation points around all day. But more than anything, just be here, be part of it. I'm proud of this community and I'm excited to see what the next 24 hours brings. And let's get around each other, let's make Bendigo proud, and let's make sure no one walks alone today. Thank you.
Let's go. Isn't it?
You good? Bit of fuel for the way? Yeah, bit of fuel.
Nearly there, you've got it. Nearly there, matey, bring it home.
Yeah, mate. We are in the home straight. Good job.
Well done, guys. P. Well done, guys.
Ladies and gents, round of applause for Tim and the team.
Yourself, mate.
It was a bit of a roller coaster ride, a few ups and a few downs, but we got there in the end, so no, it was good.
All right, yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Bloody amazing turnout. Like, I cannot believe how many people here, to be honest, and it's just, yeah, blew me away. And yeah, as some of these guys have already touched on, that final lap was something special to walk that whole entire lap and bring that home, that was something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. Hopefully we do it again next year. But to be honest, I'm bloody spent. I had a lot more energy before we did the walk, and I said a few more words. But I honestly just can't thank you enough, and appreciate you all coming out. Thank you.
Welcome back to what is a wet old ground here at Colbinabbin. Don't you worry about that. We'll keep you posted on what is going on. So you can see from the scoreboard, we got the first score for Colbinabbin. So home side has come out. They've scored the first one, first point that is. Just get myself organised. Yeah, as you do. So, boundary side. Here's the third turn, by the way. Some results coming from other grounds after I get myself organised, and I'll let you know what the go is. So. Daniel. Only missed about 20 seconds. Do apologise for that. Oh, it's one of those days. The wind's blowing, it's cold, there's stacks of people here. Bennett can't get it there. Across to Karachi, just put a handball on.
You can't!
When it comes back the other way, Barton got a little hand on it, probably needs to kick off the ground. Just push it belly out of the way. The foot races on. Wharton got a little kick across. Khan goes in, tries to pick it up, little kick off the ground. Keep on hard goes, got it goes, swings it around, takes possession, little kick sideways, gives his teammate a little chase and bowls. Kick round the corner, coming out to me, it's a moment to bounce. Nurture was there, but it's trying to get to that number there. So Leonard Shannon's going to line up. So Leonard Shannon lines up. And this one's going to sting. Leonard Shannon on the way. It's okay, isn't it? So another point to be scored in front of a massive crowd here at Colbinabbin. Couple of do Colbo on the home side. I know it's captain off this time, but yeah. So 8-7. Plays 4-3. Stuck on center. We'll go around the grounds and have a bit of a look at what happened. Huntley 51, Leach with Dunbar 22. They're into the third term at Huntley. should I say, Lockington. He's good. 4-3. Quick goal. So,
Thanks, Bucks. No worries.
It happened really, really quick. Especially when you it's a question where you love it. Thank you. So 9-7-61, 4-3-27. We'll get back to those half-time results. It is Heathcote 5-6-36, 4-3-27. They are into the third team as well. And half-time, Elmore 8-3-51. Whitehill's 4-1-25. They're into the third term also. We'll keep you updated. Ball's up in the ruck. Good slap there. White Carter comes across. Is that Here's what I should say. White Carter spoke to his old man before. Quite clear to get all of his talent off his old man. Mostly through his mother, he tells me. So, I'm not sure what we're waiting for here. We've got an injury to Dean Bennett. That's what it is. You've got to see that just in the on your TV if you're watching, or whatever it is, left of screen on your mobile. You'll see that happening. So play on is the call. And I think Clint Shields thinks he'll kick this from there. Not sure about that, young Clint. We'll take your word for it. So this one, to get it back to around 5 goals. So Shields, kick is on its way. Looks pretty good off the boot. I'm not sure the distance is there. In fact, it isn't. And they'll clear. Oh, just let the ball go there. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a crucial free kick. And Colbo will get a goal out of this. So, an easy one. The young Ray Pearson says, thanks very much, boys. And who knows? Excuse me, who knows? Could be the start. So, that's where we're at the moment, and a good start for both sides. We're still 28 points a difference with Mount Pleasant at this stage. 7 gone this term thanks to Egg Nico Eagle. Netball behind us, Colbo. Mount Pleasant was the, well, match of the round like this one is. It was 1 and 2 like this is, and it was Colbo winning by 10 in the end over Mount Pleasant in the A grade. So Rucks again to go at it. Nicholas got the tap this time, having a run in the ruck for the Mounts. It's going to be a free kick. It's coming back to Hickman. Thought about playing on, goes short. Not sure that's 15 to Carter. So Xavier Carter brings it into the forward line. No one can take a mark. Martin gave it away. Just bangs it on his boot was Coughlin. Green did well to trap it for Mounts. Gets on that trusty left boot, kicks it forward, good kick. And now away they go through Bowles to the forward line, and that'll be either a free kick mark to Mount Pleasant, to Colbo. Now they need to move it, and I'd suggest that wing looks pretty crowded just at the moment. Short kick is good. Coghlan's kick to the middle, I'm not sure why. Hindenburg just stands there and says, well, thanks for the kick, appreciate it. So, long time Mount Pleasant player, membership player is Hindenburg. Gives it off. Green comes across, kick goes out wide. Now it's a foot race. Got to get there first, or try and get around. He does just that, Nick Edwards. Kicks towards the pocket, looking for Nicholas. He can't take the mark off hands. Karachi was the puncher. That made sense. Still, no one can get a handle on it, and the umpire's going to have to come in and throw it up. Massive crowd here at Colbinabbin today. They've got their Ladies' Day, and there is obviously Bendigo Football League aren't playing, so there's a few out here that have decided to make the track to Colbo. Slap is on, off they go. They work hard, no one can get a handle on it. They might have to do all this again. In fact, they won't. The umpires reckon they've been instructed this year to just let it go. So, off the ground, the umpire's picked out a free kick here, has he? I reckon he has. Young Carter. So, free kick. Last line of defence, sits it up now, looking for Carr out here. He's gone back to having the old long sleeve on, as you would. I reckon that one's out of bounds, and it is. So throw in not far away from our commentary. Daniel's loving it up on the roof. How is it, mate? Pretty good up there?
You've got yourself in the nice warm van, mate. I can't hear.
I should have laughed, I apologise. Ball thrown in. Nice throw in by the umpire. Coming forward. No one can get a handle on it. They all dive on top. Wharton was cleaner than anyone. Got a kick going forward from Mounts. Off hands again. Rolls towards the boundary line. They still chase. Barton taps it on. Edwards gets in there first though. Round the corner. Now an opportunity for Nathan Kay. Kick had to be good, wasn't? Karacha takes the marker. He's got most of the Colbo mud on his back. Swings the ball out nice and wide. And here's a little foot race with Khan through the middle. Got to kick it, mate. It'll be just about ran his full distance forward. Grenfell's there. Can't take the mark. Bit of hanging on, I reckon. Umpire disagreed. Or did he? Does it matter? Yes, it does, because it's a point. So just asking the question. So another point to Colbo. And when they need goals, but 5-4-34. 9-7-61. And they'll get that footy back soon. Right in front of the scaffolding, which looks good over there.
It does, doesn't it?
You got a toe ball too, mate, so don't take it.
Just refresh my memory. Is pins and needles in your fingers a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm feeling for you, mate. I really am. The heater in the van in the transit works beautifully. This is good mark in front of us by Xavier Carter. He's been good today too. Looks for a friend. In a blue jumper, decides to kick it long at the back. Good punch by Hill. Comes across though. Here's an opportunity for Mounts going forward. Lennon Shannon, will he run the distance? Straightens up, has a shot on goal. Looks pretty good off the boot and bangs it through. So 10-7. And they just have answers all the time, Mount Pleasant, in this game. It's the reason they're on top of the ladder. They fell down a couple of weeks ago against Huntley, and since then they've probably decided that was the one they might needed to have that game. So just around the grounds quickly again to 11-point lead to Heathcote up at Lockington, over Lockie obviously. Mounts here, as we know, and then we've got Huntley, who are 5 goals up at this stage, trying to get out of there too. Back to this game here at Colbo. Little push and shove there. Edwards in there as well with bowls, and now it's going to make it even easier with all the numbers with mud all over them. So here we go. Nicholas, good tap though from Carr at the back. Little kick off the ground. Just sits at ground level. They've got to chase it. You reckon there'd be a bit more kicking off the ground today, considering it's so wet. They're all falling over the top of each other. Someone who is clean coming out just kicks it forward. Off hands again. Good tackle. Umpire said nothing. Here's an opportunity though for Wharton. Gets towards it. Kicks it up. Good tackle on him. And I reckon he's in a spot of bother there. So right in front of the big crowd. Elmore is 5 goals up on White Hill's third turn, by the way. That'll be a 50-metre penalty by the look of it. So Aldous, he's got Barton streaming through the middle, decides to go his way. He can run on if he likes. Benjamin Barton, his kick going forward's a ripper. And that's Colbo when they play to their strengths. And Grenfell's going to have a shot from about 50 out. Might actually be Carr that's having a shot. Yep, Alex Carr. Now, still a bit of wind swirling around here. So, you'll probably hear that through the effects mic as well, which you can hear in the background. So, Carr, it's on its way. That's not going to score. It's not even going to make the distance, I don't think. Off hands, just get through for a point. So, not the easiest end to be kicking a big score from, which is the Echuca end here at Colbinabbin Recreation Reserve. 5-5-35, 10-7-67. Huntley in front, Huntley in front at Huntley against Leachy Gunny. They're 5 goals up. Elmore have the ascendancy over White Hills in the third term, and Heathcote, that's a shocking kick. Comes back the other way, little handball over the top. I think they'd be happy to rush this through. Gee, Mount Pleasant made a meal of that. Lucky to get away with it. 5-6. Plays 10-7. And we've in fact, it was a goal in the end, was it? It was. Sorry, I apologise for that. No one said anything. Righto. That was a big mistake then, if that's the case. So 6-5. Take that back. 6-5-41. Plays 10-7-67. Off hands again. Trying to make his straight way through was Khan. Now delivers. As Ryan kicks it forward, off hands again, big foot race, numbers for Mount Pleasant. It's a funny thing, footy, because it bounced back the other way. Wallace is in there. They might get out away with this kick coming towards centre wing, or Colbo back here. And Angus Martin, surely be looking for Grenfell. He's got a one-on-one with Hinneberg. Comes back towards the pack. Oh, that's a good mark. And all of a sudden, there's some life in the Colbo team. And the man who's got no number is Karacha on a muddy afternoon. What numbers he got on there, Daniel? Can you see it?
That would be number 11, mate.
Yes, I can see that. So, Karacha. He kicks this one, I tell you what. The crowd will start to go a bit mad here at Colbo. Kicks on its way, looks pretty good off the boot, he likes it. Look out, here comes Colbo. So 7-5-47, 20 points shy. 10-7-67 Mount Pleasant, this quarter 17 gone, thanks to Agnico Eagle. The Colbo Hotel, we love to give the locals a wrap here as well. Make sure you get down to the Colbo Hotel. New owners, the club get around it. You get the chance and you're at the ground. And make sure you do just that. So back in the middle, we have got a game. Next goal for Colbo, absolutely crucial. As you can see, we've had all sorts of weather conditions here today. So umpire comes in. About to do his best work. Off hands again, try to get through there was Hickman. They all jump on top, now come back to get it. Little slap there. Khan, he can't deliver. Kick off the ground's a good option. Now they'll go hard again, Karacha's in there. Pushing it forward, right into the sunlight, don't we love it? At least it's starting to feel a little bit warm. That's a great tackle. Umpire says he had an opportunity. And a free kick, here they come, Colbo. So it'll be a free kick, about 50 out. And I reckon if they kick this one, doesn't like the chances of the distance. Put it up there though. It's into the forward line, off hands again. No, it's a mark. Look out. Sometimes you've just got to put it up there and see what you can do. And that's exactly what happened. You've got a bloke like Grenfell, he will not waste any time. We'll just put it through as he does. So another one. Big crowds loving it here at Colbo this afternoon. 8-5 plays 10-7. There's a bit of time in this term as well, because we've only done the 19 minutes, thanks to Agnico Eagle. The sun makes its way through, love it. So umpire now, the ball coming back his way. So in the middle. Rucks will go at it. Bennett got the tap, goes back his way, stalemate. Pushed him out of the way, Bennett. I reckon that's, yeah, okay. He says a shepherd, I didn't see that, but anyway. Won't matter to Colbo because they've got a kick. Kick's a short one, not a good one. Triplet takes the mark for Mount Pleasant. And all of a sudden they've got a bit of pressure on them. Kick goes wide. So, Niall, his kick's good too. Let's see what they can mount here, pardon the pun. Kick comes out wide towards the boundary line. Coming out there is Bell, can't take the mark for Mounts. Pick up, can he get out of it this time? He does so. It's Carr, and that ends up, oh, it could have been an easy mark, wasn't. They were still, in fact, he's given it back. They come forward, big pack flies, off hands again, rolls towards the front of the pack. Trying to get a handball out of there was Jackson Carter. I reckon he got him high, yeah. So it's a high one. He reckons he might kick it from there too. So shot on goal for Nathan Kay. If anyone can kick it, he can. So Nathan Kay. And they need one at the moment. It's only 14 points to difference. This term done 21 minutes. Nathan KX, South Bendigo, Elmore. Kicks on its way now. I'll tell you what, he's got the distance and the accuracy. They love it down that end. And you can hear from the crowd, there's quite a few Mount Pleasant supporters here at Colbo. 11-7, 74. And I won't say they needed it, but they had to stop the momentum that all of a sudden Colbinabbin had. So there is a bit of wind that way though, so what it basically says is that there is an opportunity for Colbo in the last term. 11-7, 8-5, Rucks go at it. Nicholas couldn't get the tap. Went back the other way to Grenfell. That's a good tackle. Umpire says you let it go. Free kick to this man who's had a little purple patch, Nathan Kay. So play on, sinks the slipper into the forward line, coming back to me. That's a good mark in defence, McMurtry, and he would have heard footsteps too, so well done, courageous work. Oh, coming out to meet it, Hickman gets bumped into, little handball over the top, now foot race on. Karacha, little left boot, sneaks through the back there, off hands again, a little kick going forward, little kick again. Can they get something going here, Colbo? That's a good tackle. And the umpire, young Carter, says, give it to me. So tap at the back, Grenfell, round the corner. Now it's a foot race out towards the boundary line. Should get there first. There's Basili, hasn't had much to do this day, on this day I should say, haven't said his name too many times. But it's up the right end for Colbinabbin. Around the grounds at 3/4 time, there's some interesting matches being played in the HDFNL. umpire throws it in. Nice job. Let it bounce. Comes around the corner kick going forward. Aldous has got to wait and see. He does just that. Got rid of it to the opposition. In fact, he let it go. Needed to be a kick, I would have thought. And Bowles goes short to Hickman. Surely not 15. Umpire says yes, it is, Brian. He didn't say that to me, but I reckon he would have if he had heard it. So, Carter. Xavier Carter's kick short. Oh, missed a teammate who slipped at the crucial time. Here's an opportunity. Got rid of the handball though was Hickman. Ground level. Comes across to Aldous. Pushes it across the line. And they'll throw it back in. Right in front of our commentary. Not a great deal of time left. This term we've done 25. Oh, there might be a few minutes left. I'll take that back. So rucks again. Grenfell getting held on to there, I should say. There's a breeze going through. It's quite cool, so I'm trying to get my words out. Grenfell won't waste any time. He puts the barrel on notice. It's a good kick, but it ends up in the arms back there, in Mount Pleasant arms of Willie. So Willie, he's kicked towards the boundary line. Mark's taken just inside by Hickman. So Hickman, told to play on now, does just that, gets around his opponent, did it nicely. Kick goes towards the boundary line, coming out to meet it, off hands again, look out. It was Wharton and Carter and making his way through his Brazilian, did very, very nicely. Nice mark in the end. Good cricket catch, Pearson. Probably just needs to kick it long. He's got a man in the middle, that's not a good kick. And it'll be an easy mark taken by Niall. So Niall comes back the other way. He's got Grenfell there. They all climb over the top of him. Pearson comes out. Look out. Here's this man again. He's been brilliant today. Hickman. Short kick is just that. Good work by Basili. Punches it back the other way. They all bend down and try and pick it up. One of them was, I reckon, Grenfell in there. He's got the free kick. He will waste no time and kick it long. So Grenfell now asked to play on, which is rare for him. Goes towards the boundary line. That's a good mark, you'd think. Not play on is the call. Left something behind the footy. And Niall just sees it across to Mount Pleasant. 27 gone this term. As you can tell, big crowd here at Colbinabbin. And if you're wondering why, well, there's a bye in the Bendigo League and there's also a Ladies' Day on here. And I can tell you now, try getting a phone call out of this place. Good luck. Ball's a little bit short. Whiting comes in, ran over the top of it. Now going to go back in after it does just that. This is Karacha, no number, decides to play on and just kick it nice and long. Is there a man back there in car to take the mark? There isn't. Well, he couldn't take it anyway, and it's across the line. So we're in the junk time here, third term. 21 points of difference are in striking rate, Colbinabbin. Got ourselves a good game on a very, very cool afternoon here at Colbo. So Rucks go at it. Just come in, Grenfell to meet it. Now gets it. Has to get rid of it. All again. So hope you're enjoying your afternoon, whatever you're doing across the place. Again, umpire tap comes across. Here's an opportunity. Won't sit right, does so. Kicks up in the air. Tell you what, missed it. There you go. I told you, he missed it. So 8-6-54. Kick comes out wide. Mount Pleasant with some possession on that sun-drenched wing now that he heads to. Play on. Needed to bounce it, didn't, got away with it. Kick goes nice and long, coming out to meet it. Big punch at the back towards the boundary line. Aldous is there, we'll see it over. So 8-6-54. Let's tick that score, which is right. Plays Mount Pleasant. And that is 3/4 time. Don't like blowing that whistle for too long. So that's your score at 3/4 time. We've got a ripping game here for the last term. Don't go anywhere, Super TV, because we will have results from the other games, which there's plenty on the go at the minute. And there's interesting results when it comes to that as well, because of the fact that there's some teams that, well, they just simply have to win. So we'll bring that to you very, very soon. Right, stand by. Back in a minute, Super TV. But he needs more than that to catch up with Zach Finlay, who's doing it on a bit at the minute. Makes his way around that bend. It looks like we're going to have a winner for the Tag 125 Light from start to finish. Last bend. Done deal. Comes down the straight, gets sideways a bit, but he's picked up a win. He's just about there too, Mercury. Look out, Phil. You've had the race on your own, mate. Oh, he just went a little bit sideways too. He'll come around and he'll get a lap after this to finish. What a great race here at Bendigo, the Victorian Combined Masters Final. Last lap, what a great race this is. Radford out in front, Mercury pushing him, tries to get through, can't do it. Still out in front, let's see if he can do it. He's out in front, I reckon he might have got there, Phil Radford. Good racing, Mercury's going to have one little last go, gives him a little shove, down to the checkered flag, and it is Phil Radford. As you can see, there's a slower racer in there too, by the way. So Sasso and Zach Thompson got nothing. He got size off the track. Oh no, Finlay, he's crashed. He will be ropeable.
Lovely thing about together. It goes a long way.
High contact, number 22, your free kick right there.
You're kidding me! That bloke's gone for the mark, you idiot! You leave your class at home, you absolute idiot!
Ladies and gents, everyone's in, everyone's here. Fantastic. What a great turn up. What a great idea. All ideas are great ideas, but it takes people to actually put it together and do all the prep behind it. And I'm sure we've all been culprits in the past of having great ideas, but letting it go after a few weeks and going, nah, too hard. This guy here beside me and his friends, nothing's too hard for them. To Melbourne, from Bendigo to Melbourne, to Canberra to Bendigo. So let's hear from the Mayor of the City of Greater Bendigo, Thomas Prince, everyone.
Thanks, mate. Hey, first of all, it's really lovely to see so many people here today. So as you start the walk, I just hope that you remember something a little different and start doing things a little different. I hope that when you really hear someone ask, how are you? I hope you really answer it. Don't give them the, I'm good. Tell them how you are really feeling. And I hope when you ask it to really mean it, don't let it just be a throwaway question. Commit to it. Prepare yourself for the answer that you might get. Be willing to walk with someone through whatever might come next. Because a person's how is not an individual responsibility, even though it can feel it. It's something we share as a part of being human. You know, we're not designed to be on this world alone. We do it together. So I hope you remember today, during this walk, long after it ends, the how really matters. Thanks for being here. Thanks for caring enough to showing up. And thank you for taking these steps for awareness, for compassion, and for every person who needs to know that they're not alone. So thank you all for coming.
Thanks, Thomas. City of Greater Bendigo.
And that's exactly why today matters, because no one should have to carry that alone. So today, lean into it.
Welcome back. And I'll tell you what, it is. We're set for a big last quarter here at Colbinabbin. Just going to get around the grounds for you too, let you know what's going on around the place. And our last quarter is certainly underway. So ball not going anywhere at the minute. Is certainly underway. So Rucks again at it. Little one from Hickman comes across to triplet. Kick goes out wide. Was a good kick. He meant to do it too. Nice little kick. Do apologise for that score. 73, sorry, take that back. So, kick comes back to the middle. Colbo get the first one, it might be interesting. Ryan gives it off. Khan bangs it out sideways. Might have been better going direct, doesn't matter. Play on's the call. And I think we're going anywhere there with that. So Saturday afternoon. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday afternoon? Just while there's a play there, get some three-quarter time scores for you from other grounds in the HDFNL. Still we go nowhere. In front of the Colbo coaches bench. 73 plays 54. Three-quarter time, and it is three-quarter time up at Lockington. Heathcote, 6:42, 4:28 is Lockie. So they're still in it. Their last quarter about to get underway. We'll get a score from Huntley coming your way soon. Ball in dispute, centre wing. Sits at ground level. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It will go back to Colbo. Short one to the middle. Play on. Back into the middle again. Looking straight into the sun at the minute. That kick's a good one. I can see Shields coming out, which he does. He's not going to waste any time, Clint. Kicks towards it, towards Carr. Good mark. 3/4 time. Elmore 8.5.53. Whitehill 7.6.48. Good game at Elmore. At Huntley, it's Huntley 60, Gumbau 30. They're 5 goals in front, Huntley, at 3/4 time in that game. And I just mentioned the other game, which was Heathcote up by 14 points over Lockie, 3/4 time there. That's what's happening at Giraffe, thanks to Agnico Eagle, HDFNL round 13. This is Alex Carr. To make it 13 points. Distance shouldn't be an issue. It's a wobbly old horrible thing. It sits tight, and in the end it's a mark to Mount Pleasant. Now Wharton makes tracks, boundary side, big crowd, massive crowd here at Colbo. It feels like a final. Well, it's 1 versus 2 and may end up being that way, but maybe not today. So ball sits up towards centre wing. Wallace in front did a good job to bring it over the line with Carter. He's had a good game too for Colbo, for Mounts. And right in front of us as the umpire tosses it up. Big slap from Whiting at the back. They come in to meet it. Karachi was the one at the bottom of the pack. Shock horror for him. Ball going nowhere. Umpire says, give it to me. And umpire just have to do it all again, I think. Still, bottom of the pack, good tackle on Hickman. Umpire said nothing, Wharton handball. Had to be good, gave it to his brother. Good slap at the front there, and they'll see it over the line. So, ball not far away from our commentary here. Super TV, slap from Whiting over the back. Ball just gets out somehow. They all jump on top. Some tired boys, they'll sleep well tonight. Going in hard. Just a little boot on it there. Swings across. Good tackle from Khan. Gave it up though. Handball comes back. Here's Colbo with an opportunity through Van Roos. They come in to meet it. That's a good mark defensively for Mount Pleasant, just when it was required to by Declan Willie. So Willie goes wide. Oh, that's a shocking kick. Gave it to the youngster who just handballs it on. Round the corner, Shields. Now got to kick it. Brings it up, sits it up straight. Here's Grenfell. Can't take the mark. Butters up though. Runs straight into a teammate. Handball over the top. Not sure where that was going. Now it sits at ground level. Round the corner. Oh, Colbo. Oh, Mount Pleasant back there. So they go short towards the boundary. Bowles, kick. So just keeping possession. Next kick crucial as they all make their way over towards the wing. So just keeping a possession at the moment. As I said, big crowd at Colbo. And now the big barrel is put out there. Off hands again towards the boundary line, and they'll see it over. So a little bit stagnant at this part of this term. We've done 7 minutes already. Ball comes out this time. Hickman again, shock horror. Lands in front. No one can get that out of there. Umpire says play on though. And they've let the game go today, the umpires, which has been really, really good. So here's Colbo with an opportunity. Just gave it up at the wrong time was Carr. Sits at the bottom. Whiting tried to kick it off the ground. In fact, it was Hindenburg. Come back the other way. Still. Slap off a foot. Karacha Now it comes out wide. Got to get rid of it. Did the youngster in the end. Reardon. Might have been Pearson, sorry. Come out. Little kick off the ground. Shields runs over the top of it. Pressure's on. Comes back this way to Nathan Kay. He gets one in the back for his trouble. They come out to meet it. Oh, gee, that's tough. Leonard Shannon was there. Rolls across towards Van Rooswijk. He's got to get around a couple. Just let it go. And it'll be a free kick. Coming back to Bell. So Bell has the free kick right in front of us. Play on is the call. Kick is a bit short, doesn't matter. In there, trying to get out of there was Pearson. Comes out the back was Coughlin, in fact. Now the kick goes forward. Carr will wrestle. Oh, he got the mark in the end from Nicholas. He did well. Got a couple of boys very loose in the middle. One of them is Martin. Gives it up to the other boy that was really loose. Oh, he's called that holding the ball. Wow. So, thought he took the mark there for a minute. So Nathan Kay finds something that he likes, kicks it nice and wide. It's not the greatest kick in the world. Play on, says the ump. And now we're all covered. And most of the boys are covered in some nice thick turf. They still play their cricket here. So now it comes forward. Opportunity, kick going forward. There he is, our man Grenfell. That's what the Colbo boys are saying. And he will not line up for this. He will just turn around. He knows where the goals are, and he'll just run straight in. Don't worry about lining me up. I'm right to roll. And this one to make it 13 points here at Colbo. Comes in, Grenfell. Kick's not going to be a goal. In fact, it's probably. Oh, is that a mark on the line? The umpire says no. It's a point. So 8-7-55. As they come out, decide to come out wide. Got Hindenburg out here, as well as Nathan Kay. He can't take the mark, but it's a free kick. Righto, so free kick it is. And Rooswijk, who's had a great game too, the Dutchman, kicks towards the middle, looking for the man there in Shields. He can't take it. Kick round the corners up in the air. The umpire says, I'll pay it. Excuse me, if you can mark it. Howlett decides to kick, sets it up again, looking for Shields. Can't take the mark. Off hands again. Bennett's little handball was just juicy. Kick comes out this time. Off hands again. Kick off the ground again. Now there's a foot race on. Who's going to get there first? Very hard to see through the sunshine. But it'll be an easy goal in the end to Bell. And that's not the one that Colbo wanted. Very hard to see through the sun, but they've got another one, Colbo. Mounts, I should say. So 12-7-79. That'll make it hard for Colbo to come back from this. 4 goals down, 8-7-55. Just keep an eye on those scores from around the ground. So big game. Elmore still in front of White Hills last term at Elmore. Thanks to Nick, our cameraman there, Super TV cameraman. Jude Wheelhouse is at Huntley on the camera. Still 5 goals in front. As the ball comes out wide, got to get a little handle on it. He didn't. This is Carter. Kick into the forward line is good. Over the top though. And Leonard Shannon, he couldn't take it, and they'll throw it back in. Thanks to Agnico Eagle. It's been a big day here at Colbo. They won the netball Colbo against Mounts by 10. But the footy looks like going the other way. So the umpire chucks it up. Off hands again. Wouldn't want another one. Oh, in fact, he's got one. Got just a sneaky one there, Carter. And that's going to make it real hard. So Xavier Carter kicks a goal for Mounts. Something out of nothing. 13-7. Now plays 8-7. As the sun sets in all the wrong spots here at Colbo. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be raining and all that, Daniel.
That would be much worse.
Super TV on Facebook and also YouTube. Good slap there from Grenfell. Wants it. Decides to just bang it on the boot and kick it. Can they get a mark back here? Slips into it's a push. So it'll be a free kick to Mount Pleasant, is it? I would say. I don't think there's much argument in it. Just trying to get himself up there. So Mark deep in defence. Play on is the call. Comes out towards the boundary line. Just slips in front of Bowles. And they see it across the line. Well, I know it's Captain Obvious time, but they need the next one, Colbo. In front of a big crowd here at Colbinabbin. Super TV on a Saturday afternoon. Ball tossed back in. Grenfell got a hand on it. Cogden's in there. Back to Grenfell. A little kick. Who can grab a mark here? Couldn't take it in the end. Tried real hard was Green. They should get out of it through Nicholas. In fact, it was Wallace out there wide. No one can take a mark now. It's going to come back from where it was. In there with Shields. Went on top of everybody's head. It slides towards the back. Should be able to get out of here. In fact, they do if Whiting can make his way out there, and he does. He's got a man short in Butler, who let it go now. Goes back towards Whiting. He'll need to kick this. Basili's on his tail. Round to Wharton. Little kick had to be good. From Wharton to Wharton. Give it back to Wharton. There's that Wharton to Wharton to Wharton. Keep it in the family, boys. So as you can see in the background, massive crowd here at Colbo for a Saturday afternoon. As the kick goes nice and long, there's a bit of push and shove here. It's a free kick to Leonard Shannon, it is. As he just kicks one short and didn't go where he wanted to go. Aldous has to get rid of it. Might have just let that go, he did. And it'll be free kick to Bell. So Bell was in within kicking distance. So Joey Bell right behind it. And about 40 when he kicks it, I reckon. So Bell comes in, kicks on its way. Not his best kick. In fact, that won't even score. Out of bounds on the full. So late stages right around the grounds. So they're all into their last term as we speak. So kick goes short. Aldous has it. Has it now anyway. Oh, now you're in trouble, mate. Same thing nearly happened again. Bell got a little kick going forward. It'll be Carter. Can he do something from the boundary line? In fact, he swings it back the other way. In the end, it was a good kick, but it just went a little bit too far. Foot race on into the pocket. Plenty of sunshine out that way. The boys are having trouble. Trust me, so am I. So ball in dispute. They come in to pick it up. It's going to come back around the other way. Short kick towards the middle. Man out here all on his own is Shields. He'll take the mark easily. Needed to move it pretty quick. Now they've got numbers back there, Mount Pleasant. He'll have to wait. Now he's got Hill short. Won't go there, Shields. Goes short again though. That's a good kick. Oh, couldn't take the mark. There was Khan. Gives it back. Karacha bangs it on his right. Kicks it forward. All Mount Pleasant. Got a tap to it anyway. This is Butler. Might have been Green, in fact, sorry. And the umpire says, give it to me. 17 gone last term here at Colbo. Rucks again. again. Whiting got the tap. Big slap over the back from Carter. Round the corner. By Karacha. Off hands again. Towards the boundary line. Tackle was on. Round the corner. But again, it is all Mount Pleasant back there, and easy mark taken. So he's got some teammates screaming for it. So the kick from Hindenburg. Edwards goes back towards the middle. That's a good kick. Bowles. Got Wharton. Just goes short to Wharton. 15 it was. And just 15 too. So Wharton plays on. Kicks towards the boundary. Lennon Shannon out there. Couldn't take the mark. Now goes in after it again. Aldous has got to bend down and give it away to a teammate. Tried to do just that. Coglin's in there. Over the back. Now the handball's on. Coming out to meet it. Wharton gets grabbed as soon as he's got it. He's Carter, who's been terrific, towards the forward line. Off hands again. I reckon it's going. No, it's got through. In fact, it hasn't. It sat up and waited. So they'll get another one, Mounts. I thought it might have got through the points, but it didn't in the end. So an easy goal. And they've had it go today, Colbo, but they've just been short when it matters. 14-7-91, 8-7-55. They just put the afterburners on, they have. Mount Pleasant, because they were only in front by 14 points. They had the best of the first term, and it looks like even at this stage, 19 gone, they want to get the kicking boots on Colbo to even be half a sniff. So umpire Jason's got it. Strolls towards the middle. And away we go again. Grenfell got the tap. Little one from Khan. Comes back though, unfortunately goes to triplet. Now's an opportunity, bangs it on his boot going forward. I reckon he might have got a little handle on it. The post got to work out. So another point to Mounts. Runs a full distance there too. There's Barton, goes towards the back, trying to get in there and pick it up. Might have got one, I reckon, a little bit high. Was it Wharton that got it high? No, that's Karacha. I think Wharton's hurt himself. Up he gets. Hickman is the man too that's a bit ginger. Kick goes out wide. Had to be all right and is. Handball was a stray. Didn't really get much of an opportunity. Little handball out from Mazzilli. Now comes around, sits up again. Mounts with numbers here. Should take the mark, couldn't. Sits at ground level. Handball over the top. Pressure's been good by Mounts all day. Hickman again, got nowhere to go. Stuck in the pocket. Wharton round the corner. No, it's all Colbo back there. That's a good mark. And Barton will move it, and he needs to move it pretty quick. So kick comes back into the forward line. Numbers with Mounts back there, ground level. Ball sits. Here's an opportunity. I reckon he might have got this, and he has. Or has he? Yes, he has, Martin. So they get one back. So 9-7. 9-7 plays 14-8. As we get towards the final stages, good slap at the back, kick off the ground. Now a foot race on as it comes out towards the boundary line. Little kick is good. I reckon that's probably deliberate, or is it? Throw it in, he says. Much to the chagrin of Wharton. So Rucks go at it. Bennett comes in, couldn't get it, might have been Whiting it was, couldn't get a slap. Sun's in a good spot, love it. Right where it is, so they'll ball it up again. 22 gone this term. Just pushed it in front with Barton. Now it's a bit of a foot race. They all jump on top, not going anywhere with that tackle. So again, come off the Scott of Whiting. Might have got a push in the back there. He did, Karacha. Probably been his team's best player today. Play on is the call. He just goes short for that man who can't take the mark. Now got to go back in after it again, Reardon. And we'll sit about 55 out from Colbo's goal. As they trail by 5 goals. So Whiting got the slap in the end, trying to get rid of it out of there and going nowhere. So it'll be a throw up, or ball up I should say. Coghlan was the one at the bottom of the pack. Now it just dumps in the mud. Ball comes out, they go after it again, trying to get rid of it. And they'll throw it back up. So again, trying to come through, just got his feet taken it from under him, Hickman. Sits at the bottom, Whiting, got his boot on it, gets his club 40 metres. Now got to get rid of it. Look at Carter, he's had a great game too. His short kick is just that short and good, by the way. Right in the beautiful sunset here at Colbo. We have no idea. Can't see a thing. So ball slips over the top. You'll be able to see that on your screen. It's not much fun. Colbo with numbers there through the middle. Short kick is good. Howlett turns around, just bangs it on his boot at the back there. Couldn't take the mark. Was there a push? Umpire said no. Grenfell at the bottom. They fight hard for it. Might need to kick that off the ground. A little soccer work being done. Now they just sit on top. The umpire says, give it to me. So a little bit messy at the end. Still having to crack both sides though. As the Rucks go at it, slap over the back by Whiting. Here's an opportunity. Pick up. Kick away by Martin. I reckon he's got there. He has it on the line. It's still in fact. They play hard towards the boundary line. They'll see it over in front of the big crowd here at Colbo, as you'll be able to tell through the camera. What's been a big day here at Colbinabbin. So ball about to be thrown back in, off hands. Still ground level, but it'll come out the back. Little kick out of there by Wharton. Mark taken. Carter has to go short, find a teammate. I'd like to tell you who that teammate is, but you can see as much as I can on the screen. And that is the siren for the game. So they had a crack today, Colbo, but the first term is where it all got very, very hard. And again, it was a game that just kind of petered out in the end.